All right, Pat, we might have a dangerous weather weekend facing us.
Yeah, I think Texas as a whole is in trouble for this weekend. You know, we're talking about a crippling ice storm, and an ice storm that may even reach destructive levels if enough ice can accumulate. Now, I don't think that's going to be for us in southeast Texas.
But north.
I think we'll have an impactful storm here, but really the bad stuff I think stays just to our north. But hey, you know, areas just to the north of Houston that are within the sound of my voice, Conroe, the Woodlands, Navasota, Huntsville, I mean, you may be running into some pretty big issues as well. So the next few days will feature mild weather, and that's going to be the weather that we use to prepare for this incoming storm system this weekend. As Arctic air blasts across the country, pretty much everyone will be involved in this, from Texas to the Carolinas, up into the Northeast. We're talking about some pretty impactful situations. So with this storm, expect significant travel issues, road closures, and I'm not talking about side streets. I'm talking about I-45, I-20, I-35, major travel disruptions here. A hard freeze is expected. Got to change that from possible to expected both Saturday night and Sunday night. And if the icing situation gets to a point where it is bad enough, you're going to see widespread power disruptions, not just across the state of Texas, but potentially even for us here in southeast Texas. So it's a rain chance for tomorrow. Then Thursday is our in-between day. Friday, look at how warm we are. Upper 60s, some spots maybe even close to 70, with showers developing later in the afternoon. Heavy rain up across North Texas quickly turns to ice Friday night. This is 5 a.m. Saturday now. We've got icing conditions from our northern counties all the way to North Texas. This is a huge swath of area that's just going to see freezing rain. That is rain that's falling from the sky that looks just like rain, doesn't look like anything else. But the second it hits the ground where it's 23 degrees or 20 degrees or 16 degrees or 12 degrees, it instantly turns to ice. You get a glaze that sets up on the road. That is something that pretty much no area of Texas can really properly prepare for. And a lot of spots, even up north where they're geared up for this kind of weather, have a hard time preparing for this. Winter weather then continues all day Saturday. Notice it's still going across North Texas. I think we get even more than during the day on Sunday. So it's 2 days that we're tracking this potential for winter weather. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s on Sunday. Some spots may not even get above freezing. And then eventually, as we get into Monday, everything starts to clear, and then the dangerous cold starts to set in. So here's a look at the confidence levels that we have in each of these factors. The probability that we see that rain change to ice is now in the moderate category. Okay, so it's up from where we were earlier today. Following that are travel impacts and the potential for power outages. We know for a certain we're in for a hard freeze. That's a given. That's going to be Saturday night and then again Sunday night into Monday morning. Everything else still up in the air, but I hate to say it, it's not a snowstorm. There's the European model, there's the American model, both in very good agreement of snow staying well to the north up towards North Texas and Oklahoma. It is an ice storm though, and the European model, which is the one that we always look to for accurate forecasts during the hurricane season, that crushes the I-20 corridor with a devastating, damaging ice storm. It does bring ice into our area at a much lower magnitude, but still enough that it shuts down travel and could have impacts on the power grid. The American model showing a similar solution, keeping the worst of it north, but still including us in some of that icy weather. So what do you do now to prepare? Take your precautions for power outages. Check the generator. Make sure you've got non-perishable foods, enough water for 3 days. Get ready for road closures, because once you're home and the storm starts, you're staying home. And make sure that you are taking steps to winterize your house. Cover any pipes and spigots outdoors. But also, if you lose power, you want to make sure that your pipes inside your homes are wrapped and protected as well. It's a wet day tomorrow with rain, then our attention turns to a wintry weekend with significant impacts. Right now, temperatures in the low 60s with cloudy skies. Overnight tonight, we're talking about cloudy skies sticking around. Notice we're very quiet out there, and that's how things will stay for the time being. Seasonable temperatures tonight. Tomorrow, just a couple scattered showers. The worst of the rain stays east, so it's not a washout for us. Off and on showers. I think we're dry on Thursday. Clouds still stick around. Couple breaks of sun as well. All in all, not a bad looking day. There's your 7-day forecast. We're talking about 70s for tomorrow and Thursday, upper 60s Friday. Those are your days to prepare. Weather impact alert for Saturday and Sunday with the storm. Weather impact alert continues into Monday with morning temperatures in the low 20s. Very dangerous weekend coming up for us, guys. We'll send it over to the break now.